I see gold. I see motivation. I feel a snuffer bottle in my future. One of these. Yeah, that's gonna make sucking it out of the scoop way easier. Look at that shiny little booger. Ooh. There's big bits. There's big bits. This is probably the most exciting pan I've ever done. Here in Australia, we are super lucky to be able to do prospecting as a hobby. And the same goes for North America and several parts of Europe. However, the vast majority of the world doesn't look for gold for fun. They look for it to make a living for their families. And I asked myself a question. What would it be like if I had to start from the bottom with almost no equipment? How long would it take me to mine gold to fund the future purchases of mining equipment so I could get more efficient and make a better life for my family? And that's what we're going to do in this mini-series, starting from the very bottom with nothing more than a plastic scoop and an old iced coffee bottle. Yeah, it's what plants crave. This is a traditional mining kit, the most basic fundamentals you need. A shovel, a snuffer bottle, a classifier, and some sort of pan. But we're starting with none of that. And that's where this comes in. This is my detecting scoop, but I hypothesize that pretty much anywhere in the world you can find something with a similar shape. And plastic bottles, these things are everywhere, and this is what I'm going to use to collect my gold. Today's goal is very simple. I'm going to try and pan enough gold with this scoop to get $3 worth, and that $3 is going to allow me to purchase one of these, a snuffer bottle, which will ultimately replace my bottle. This is what I use to store my gold in. You can buy one commercially for about 10 bucks, or you can make one like this for about $3. Seasoning my gold pan. Why do they make this plastic so hard? It doesn't want to scratch at all. If you haven't already seen my panning with a ship plastic scoop video, I'll link that up here on YouTube, but this is not the first time I've used this for this purpose. You just need a scoop shaped classifier. Ooh, piece of gold! I got my first bit of scoop gold! Right, don't you float away. Okay, so this is a little bit different to panning, well, revealing out of a normal pan, so we'll see how we go. Yeah! My first flake! Look at that! It's not much, but it proves it's possible. Okay, that's got to be difficult. Yeah! Okay, heel. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Oh, we got a good bit. We got a nice spare. $3, here we come. This is the nicest piece of gold we've got so far. Ooh, and it's got friends. I mean, they're only nanos, but have a look. We're going to be multi-dollar heirs in the very near future. It shows up so well in this scoop. It's really cool. Look at that shiny little booger. Ooh. There, the prospector's choice. Easy, easy. I don't know if they went in, I'll go again. They're so small. Ah. Yeah. Shake your prospecting scoop. Pan, 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 pan. Get that gold. Gonna feed my dog. Come. Oh god, this is so uncoordinated. I can see my success. At least two of my successes. A reasonable amount of ironstone in this one, so maybe we'll get another nice bit. Ooh yeah. Ooh. Oh, there's big bits. There's big bits. Holy crap! This is probably the most exciting pan I've ever done. Oh! Okay, from what I just saw, if I got this on a normal pan, I'd be happy. That's unreal. Big bucks, big bucks. Look at the gold coming out at the top where the ironstone is. There's a flake! Oh, we got a legit flake. And like, at least 10 bits of micro. Oh, yes! I fully was not expecting that. Like, I was expecting maybe a couple of scoops, pans of one or two, maybe a couple of nice flakes that I'd have to work like a dog. If I keep getting pans like that, I'm going to be able to afford a real pan, maybe even some food. We've got a good amount of ironstone in this pan as well. Okay, so we've got good ironstone. We're seeing some pieces come out at the top. Look at that. We've got at least 4 good bits of gold in my tiny little scoop pan right now. I should market these. Is it? Does it? I reckon we've got like a 80% capture rate in this. The added advantage of using dare bottles as your snuffer bottles is you can see the motivation inside. Oh, big bucks, look at that. Ooh, ooh, treasure. It's important to cradle your scoop like a baby and then baptize it in the creek. Why don't normal pans come with handles like this? There's a good amount of ironstone in this one as well. Big bucks, small bucks, any bucks, yes. Okay, we've got really fine gold in this pan. I don't even know if you're going to be able to make it out. At the very top there, we've got maybe 3 or 4 nano dots, so my big bucks like ran out. Okay, all skill and finesse, all skill and finesse. Ooh, yeah. A few pieces. Few sexy little pieces. We are raking in the big bucks. I'm getting at least 1 good speck like this in every single scoop. And I'm managing to get it in the dare snuffer bottle about once every 2 times. Dare, I better get a sponsorship for this. This has been a lot of promotional work for you guys. A couple of things that I probably should note. This is going to be highly dependent on your geology. Obviously, if you've watched my channel for any number of episodes, you'll know that I deal primarily in flour gold, and that means it takes me a lot more scoops to get weight. But you might be living in an area that gives you nuggets, and you might be able to get ample amount of money from gold in just 1 or 2 scoops. Second of all, you don't have to use a scoop. Like I said at the start of the video, you can use anything with a bowl shape that will allow you to both dig and process. And obviously laws and legalities are going to play a huge role in it. Worldwide, mining for gold is often illegal and very hard to get into, which means you might be doing this in some sort of nefarious way, where you're under threat from rebels and extortionists and robbers as well as the government. And that just adds to the excitement, I guess. The purpose of this video series is to show you how the rest of the world is mining gold. They're doing it with less than ideal equipment, and us in the West, who come from very rich countries, who have ample resources and ability, even the poorest of us still have more money than these people to go out and buy equipment that can get us a lot more gold. So starting from the bottom and working my way up, I'm sort of proving to myself that you don't need the best equipment in the world to get gold and have fun. You can start with a plastic scoop and have a blast. Woo! I've overloaded my pan, but I found my relic again. Yeah! I've seen a bit. Flour gold that's coming out with this is pretty damn impressive. Ooh! Yeah, we got pieces. I see motivation. I feel a snuffer bottle in my future. One of these. Yeah, that's going to make sucking it out of the scoop way easier. We've been at this for a little while now, and it takes a long time to move a quantity of soil with something this big, but I think maybe we're close to our $3 target of gold. We've got a reasonable amount of concentrates in our Dare Cold Brew Strong Latte snuffer bottle, and we're going to take it home and see how much we did get. Hopefully it's enough to afford me a snuffer bottle for the next adventure. Now that we're home, this is my little impromptu panning station that I'm going to have to try and clean the concentrates into. To do this, I'm going to stick with my scoop. Alright, let's see. Let us see. These are our concentrates from about 20 shovels worth of panning, and I'm just going to try and see if I can't develop a way of panning down in this scoop. So far, so good. It is getting a lot more difficult at this stage because it's just the heaviest of heavy black sands and some of the fine gold sitting on top of it. I have sort of worked out a little bit of a method. If we just shake it side to side gently under the water, it seems to walk black sand onto the very front of the scoop in front of that biggest riffle. And then you can just pan off that black sand. And I haven't seen any gold come past it yet. Let's go pick some of these bigger rocks out by hand. It's taken a little while, but it's separated it out. Look at that. All the coarser bits are right at the back. I'm sure that there's a lot of fine gold up in these two riffles, and I'm sure I've lost some as well, but that's almost perfectly clean gold. If there was a way of me getting that out right now, that would be ideal. This back riffle is completely clean. The second riffle is probably 90% clean, and the front riffle has most of our dirt, but there's also a lot of super fine gold. So what I'm doing is literally shaking the dirt around this front edge, and every time I see a piece of gold, I scrape it back and put it in the back riffle. Alright, I am pretty proud to say that this is relatively clean. That is mostly gold in the scoop. Yes, I know there's a little bit of black sand and galena and whatnot in there, but I don't care. That's a pretty good job. Without a shadow of a doubt, I spilt gold in that pan, but we're going to collect all the concentrates I do from this experiment, and when I get better equipment, we'll reprocess it. For now, let's get that dry and on the scales. Here we have the gold I found for about an hour's worth of panning with this scoop next to a Clash Guitars pick for a bit of scale. Now we are hoping for about $3 worth of gold. That will be around a 0.06. So that's what I'm hoping to get. And remembering this is a little bit dirty. 0.056. Damn, we are close. A couple of notes just before we reveal the price of that gold is that I'm working it out in 18 karat. This takes care of the likely fees that I would be charged if I sold it to a regular gold buyer. Furthermore, I also know that this isn't including things like the cost of me going out there, so food and transport and equipment maintenance and, you know, all that sort of jazz. So we're probably in the negative, realistically speaking. Having said all that, 0.056 grams of gold at 18 karat price is worth $3.18, which means we hit our target and I get to move on to the next panning session with a snuffer bottle. Is that a life-changing amount of gold? Absolutely not, but hopefully this video has inspired you to possibly check out the description below where you'll find a link to my merch shop and you can look as fresh as I did on the creek. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Remember to hit that subscribe button. That helps the channel grow bigger and better for you guys, and until next time, peace, and I'm out.